Hey everybody, Jake here, and today I have a little unboxing. This is I won't ruin it for you, you'll see. It's a fountain pen though. I just want to note this is from Bobby in Shanghai. I thought that was hilarious. But let's go ahead and open it up. So my daily carry for today, if any of you care, is the Spyderco Centofonte 3. I've been moving lately and been opening in a lot of boxes and other things, so it's been well worn. Let's go ahead and cut it open though and see what we got here. What the heck is this packaging made out of? Okay. Alright, that's out of the way. Let's see. Dang it, Bobby. He really packaged this pen. Please tell me somebody got that reference. If not, I sound like an idiot. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's just to keep it folded over. Goodness gracious, he really didn't want anything happening to this. Considering the price, I don't blame him. This is one of the more expensive Chinese pens I've ever bought. What the hell is that? Okay. So yeah, this is the M2 Moonman pen. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, so it has a nib with it. This is 1.1, so this is a stub nib. That's exciting. I think I ordered it with a medium, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging here. So you get a red sort of squishy foam, but it's like velveteen lined almost. And this is an eyedropper pen, so you get a nice, I think this is glass. Yep, nice glass eyedropper. So that's fun. Okay, so you get, well, at least mine included a spare nib. And let's see about the pen here. So this is a demonstrator eyedropper, and as I said, this is an M2 Moonman pen. I've heard a lot about these. I try to avoid some Chinese pens because I'm not going to get into it again, but there are a lot of ripoffs out there. So, but this one looked fairly original to me, and it was an intriguing design, a very minimalist aesthetic for the most part. So let's see. Overall impressions for now, it actually feels pretty robust. I'm not feeling any seams or anything. I'm not seeing anything. So it looks like this might be hand-turned acrylic, or at least turned acrylic of some kind. The threads feel like garbage. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. The threads feel terrible on this. Okay. Also has a straight section, so I'm probably not gonna like this too much. It is not contoured. Let's see if it posts real quick. Okay, so it does post. Somewhat deeply as well, so that's interesting. It's not terrible. I wish the section were a bit more contoured again. But it's not too bad. I've definitely seen worse. Let's see. It does not say the size of the nib in there right now, but this is a terrible way to judge. But the tipping material makes it appear to be a medium nib, so that's something. Let's see. I'm probably gonna trout the medium a little bit and then switch to the stub. Let's go ahead and check this out though, because this is supposed to be an eyedropper, so I'm curious to see. Very, very nice body threads, I'll give it that. And there's an O-ring included, so that's wonderful. Looks like this will hold quite a bit of ink. I will fill this up. Probably, well, you know what? Maybe on camera. You know what, give me just a second. I'll edit out this bit, but I'm going to go ahead and get an eyedropper and ink this up for you guys so you can kind of see, you know, what's going on with that. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I don't know what to ink this up with, so I'm just going to use Pilot Kosumosu because I think it'll look really pretty and get kind of close to the band on here, at least while it's in the pen. I don't like the pink, so let's see. It'll be a little lighter colored, but I think it'll look really cool. So let's try that out. Also, I'm going to test this out right now, right here for you guys. I'm going to take a risk for you and try it without silicone grease. So we're going to see how that goes, because that is a freaking terrible idea. By the way, generally don't do that. I would recommend silicone grease just in case. But I don't have any right here with me. At least I don't think I do. I might go back and put some on it just a bit. Actually, hold on, because I want to put some on there just in case. So give me just a moment again. Sorry. Okay. So I found Twisby boxes. Shoot, I think that was some sort of plastic, and then I bumped my guitar, so that's wonderful. Okay. This is a mess. And now I realize I have nothing to apply this with, so it's gonna be rough. But we're just gonna do this. This is gonna be fun. Okay. So first things first, I'll go ahead and put the. Sorry about that bump, guys. I'll go ahead and put the silicone grease on the threads here. And I guess as the pen screws on, it'll kind of, do it itself. Kind of spread it out on its own. I'm probably putting way too much, but that's fine. I'd rather have too much than not enough, especially in this case. So let's go ahead and I'll back that out of the picture just a bit so I can give you guys a little better look at what I'm doing here. Okay, so we have the body of the pen. We have our eyedropper that it came with. Let's hope it's of decent quality. And then I have my ink here, Pilot Kosu Mosu, because I think it will look nice in here. So let's find out. Okay, so I don't want to scratch up the pretty acrylic art. Yeah, acrylic on that body. So let's see. Go ahead and depress the eyedropper. Oh wow, this can hold a ton of ink. Okay. Uh-oh, sorry for the bump again. I think that, I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. I'm so sorry for the bumps here, guys. It is just extremely difficult to do this without bumping the camera. I'll put that over here for now. I'll clean that in just a bit. Get the ink out of the way. And there's a little bit of ink on the threads. Let me see if I can kind of wipe that away. I believe I have a napkin right here. Okay. Okay, so far so good. No leaks or anything, and it looks really freaking awesome. It's a bit difficult for you to see here, but there you go. Perfect. So yeah, it comes pretty close to the red band that's on there. That's exciting. One thing that is bugging me immediately is the Moonman writing thing. I really wish it would be on the top, but it's not. But that's okay. Let's see. Get the Rhodia pad. I'll get this out of the way. Pretty nice packaging for such a cheap pen. That's definitely going to be in the light category. So that's from my Baron Fig Squire thing from yesterday. Let's see. This nib just dry on the paper like this, I'm waiting for the ink to kind of come down, is actually pretty smooth. It's not bad. That's the only downside to eyedropper ink pens is it takes just a moment for the ink to get to the nib, whereas normally, the feed nib would already be saturated with the ink. So that's something to consider. But you do get that massive ink capacity that comes with an eyedropper pen. Also, I'm sorry that ISO on my camera is a little high, so the paper is probably blinding you, but I thought this would be a good time to show you kind of what it looks like in the pen. Looks pretty cool. Is it gonna go at all? Okay, we'll give that just a second to kind of get ready. And while we're doing that, I'm going to take a look at the packaging again and see if I missed anything. I don't think so. It looks like it's just the same kind of... Okay, so this does come out, but there's nothing underneath it, and it's just white on the bottom. So no instructions or anything. So I wouldn't recommend this pen to beginners for that reason, because eyedroppers can be a little... I'm not sure how to say it. A little intimidating. On top of, if this were your first fountain pen, you don't know anything about fountain pens, it's going to be a little scary to begin with, because they look, a lot fancier than they are. So that, on top of you having to, undo the section, eyedropper it with ink yourself, it's a little intimidating for sure. I would not recommend this at all for a first-time fountain pen user. Come on. Okay, so I'll just skip ahead a little bit to when this is actually writing. Alright, here we go. So let's see, this is the Moonman. I'm sorry, it's the M2 Moonman. And the ink is Pilot Iroshizuku Kosu Mosu. Pretty smooth nib. I'm surprised. And fairly wet too. This Kosu Mosu is getting some really good shading off of this. I'll show you real quick. But it's fairly impressive. So you can see on the downstrokes with some pressure, it's definitely getting some really good shading there. So that's nice. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this pen. I'm going to use it for a decent while before, I get a review out for it. It'll probably be in the next couple of weeks. But I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed by this. This is a lot better than I thought it would be, to be honest. So I think this is going to be one for you guys to definitely check out if you're looking for kind of a cheaper pen, or a first eyedropper pen. And my guess is this would probably hold up just fine, even without the silicone grease. I'm not seeing any issues to indicate anything otherwise, so it might be pretty good there. Also, I could be wrong. I don't want to. Well, let me try it real quick. No, okay. So actually, it appears that the nib unit is threaded, and the reason I discovered that is because you can see the threads milled here. So that's something. You might be able to swap this out with a completely different nib if you'd like to, not just the ones that come with it. But I'm going to test this with the medium nib for a while, and I'll switch over to 1.1, and we'll do a review of both. I think that'll be something fun to do. But thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Keep an eye out for a review of this in the coming weeks. And if you have any questions about it or anything, or you want to know where to pick one up, just ask. Thanks, guys. Bye.